make sure you've got lots of space around you, no hazards and no pets. Wear something active that you can move in freely. Don't forget to have your water bottle handy and take regular drink breaks. And don't forget you can always adapt the exercises to suit you. Welcome to Jazz Technique. I'm going to talk you through the exercises, but if you're returning, then skip to the time code on the screen and you can just go through the exercises again. First of all, we're going to start with a foot warm-up. So we're going to start with our feet in parallel. Arms can be anywhere they like, but right now while we're learning, pop them on your hips so you don't get too tired. So first of all, we're going to lift from our heel with our ball of our foot still on the ground. So just lifting up and up 2 times, and then we do halfway, then ping, using the resistance of the floor, really pushing those toes to ping up, back down again and down. So we're going to start with our right leg first of all. So we're going to pick up halfway, up again, up, ping, off, up and down. Lovely. Then we're going to do 2 full pings, so really pushing on the floor all the way through your foot. 1, 2. And then the last one, I'll just show you forward. So we're going to point, using that resistance again on the floor. Bend and flex, so bending our left, flexing our right. Then point and drag it back in again, really using those toes on the floor. So the whole sequence, we do halfway, 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 ping, halfway down, all the way up, bend, flex, point, flex, point, in. We'll just mark it on the other foot as well. I'll show you from the side this time. We do half, 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 full, half, then a full, and a full, and a point, flex, point back in. Lovely. From there, we're going to turn our feet to first position, and we're going to repeat that all again, starting with our right leg, except when we get here, all the way up, we're going to point to the side this time, bend and flex, making sure we have that turnout. Keep the turnout the whole way through, even when we're doing this bit with the pings. Nice turnout from our hips. Don't move those hips though, keep them nice and still. Lovely. Next we're going to do tendu. So from here we're finishing in our first position anyway from the previous exercise, and we are going to point forwards 3 times. And then 2 fast, and 1 and 2. So really use again that toe all the way on the floor and pull it back into first, making sure we're closing into first each time. So you really want to push against the floor. 1, 2, you should hear it on the floor. 3, 2 fast, and 1, especially on those ones. Really squeeze so that you're stretching your foot at the end. So we're going to do the whole thing on the right leg, and the pattern is going to go forwards and then to the side, keeping again those hips not turning, keep them to the front. 3, then to the back, stretch, 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 and then one more time to the side, and in. So really be conscious of your weight. Obviously you have to transfer it slightly over to the left when we're pointing this right leg. And again, when we're stretching it to the back, it needs to be super stretched all the way. So don't have your toe flexed underneath. You need to point all the way through to that toe. There should be almost no weight on that foot, so you are able to lift it if you needed to. So that's where you're aiming for in every tendu. After that side, we're going to go on the left side as well. Forwards and double. Side, side, side. It's not this fast, don't worry. Back, 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 and double. Side, 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 and double. From here, keeping our feet in first, we're going to do some pliés. So we're going to do 2 slow pliés. And then demi-pliés, 2 slow demi-pliés, then a demi, rise, demi. That's our pattern for each of them. Making sure that when we're doing our demi, our heels are staying on the floor, we are pushing our knees back and we're not sitting, sticking our bum out. We're keeping everything tucked under, just pressing those knees back and up again. So we've got down, I like to use my arms for this one, down, down, rise, down, and point, close into third. So just with the rise as well, really push, squeeze everything. We want to go all the way up onto the balls of the feet rather than here. Squeeze all the way up, squeeze that bum to keep you nice and sturdy. And down, and then point your right foot. We're going to point the right foot every time just for ease, and then we're going to go into third position. Repeat the same here. Demi, 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 rise, demi, and point to the back. Same thing, demi, 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 rise, demi, and point to second this time. Same thing, demi, demi, really push those knees back here and don't stick that bum out. Demi, rise, again pushing all the way up over those toes. Demi, and point into parallel. That's a bit of a funny transition, but point back into parallel. Rising, so we're going to stay here nice and strong and do 2 rises. Again, same thing, all the way up onto the balls of your feet. No lazy down here, push all the way over those arches. Up twice, and then we're going to use our arms to bring us all the way up to rise and hold. This is where you need to squeeze all your muscles, squeeze your toes into the ground, squeeze your bum, squeeze your legs, squeeze your abs, your core, nice and strong. We are then, this is the trickiest part, going to tip forwards while still on a rise to a flat back. Pushing over those toes as much as you can, and then we are lowering, keeping our weight as far over our toes as we can. So you really have to push down into the ground for this one. Push down into the ground, forwards, and then down. From here we're going to do a plie, rise. I'll show you to the side when we're in our flat back. So not pushing our weight back, we've got to keep our weight over our toes. We plie, stretch, rise, down again, plie, stretch, rise, lower, then hold, and then we're going to reach a bit further, bend your knees to roll up, vertebrae at a time, all the way to standing. We just do that once, and then we're ending in our parallel position facing the front. Now this one takes a lot of squeeze, lots of balance, and lots of transferring our weight. So we're going to put all our weight over to on our left leg first of all, and we're going to bring our right leg in, just in a low retire, stretching that foot, no sickling feet around your leg. Keep it nice and straight, toe touching just below your knee, on a bent leg. So our left leg is bent as well. Bend, then we're going to stretch our left leg and unfold our right leg. So we're doing this on parallel to begin with. So bend, stretch, and again, bend, stretch, one more, bend, stretch and hold. Then we go to flex, point, lower. That's the pattern. We then repeat straight away on the left leg. So transfer your weight over to the right, bend, stretch, bend, stretch, one more, bend, stretch, and a flex, point, lower, turn out. Lovely. Really work to stretch that bottom leg every time fully, and the top leg in a nice, with a nice pointed toe, but really work to stretch that underneath leg. Squeeze your weight down into the ground. Even when you're pushing up here, squeeze that leg down to keep you nice and sturdy. We've done it on our right and left, out into first. Repeat the same thing going forwards. So just pop your leg up, instead of being turned in like we just were, keep your hips where you are. You just want to turn out that leg for the this next one. So we bring it in, low retire again with a turned out knee, stretch, having that leg turned out, 2 and 3, and then a flex, point, close to first. Again, with the left leg, 2, 3, flex, point, close. Same thing to the side. Bring it in, this time tap to the side, stretch, in, stretch, point, and in. So this one you really have to transfer your weight again to keep over that standing leg. Bend, stretch with no twists and no lifts with our hips, really keep them down. Bend, stretch, woo, flex, point, in. That one was close. And then to the back, same thing. So leg to the back this time on a bend and a stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch, flex, point, lower. And if you just look when I'm doing this one here, my weight's counterbalancing by going forwards a tiny bit. Still lifting, just transferring that weight slightly further forwards, bend, flex, in. To then switch to parallel. Last tiny bit pirouettes. We're going to point out, just pirouettes, so turned in. Here, flat front foot, bottom foot, back foot, sorry, up on its toe, weight in the middle, arms opposite, and then we're going to snap up. So instead of lifting, we're going to bring that toe to that heel, up, out, down, hold, 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 and land. Left leg, down, hold, 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 and land. Again, so we're doing 4 holds, and down, out, and hold, 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 down. Then turn, singles, doubles, triples, whatever you can do, out, down. We want to try and get the hold, and down, out, down, hold, and down. So I don't mind if you go slightly over a single, if that's what you're aiming for. Just squeeze up as much as you can rather than doing a turn and down. Yeah, holding that so we can practice that balance. Squeeze that bottom leg down, leg up, squeeze here, shoulders down, push that leg into the ground to keep sturdy. Arms I don't mind, but I do mine here. Boom, on my turn. And we're going to do 4 turns, and that is the end. If you want more of turning technique, I have a separate video and I will pop it up here. Go and check that out. And then you're ready to do the whole thing. Have fun. Don't forget you can keep your arms wherever you are. If you just want to keep your arms here the whole time, that's fine, apart from certain movements like the flat back. But arms are pretty free. If you're stuck and you want to work on your legs, keep your hands on your hips. Hope you enjoy it. Starting in parallel position, make sure you've got lots of room around you. We're starting on our right leg and we are doing our foot warm-up exercise. Arms wherever you like. Here we go. 5, 6. I hope you really enjoyed that. Good to work on your technique, always good to keep up with that technique. Jazz is my favourite. If you want to learn a different style, then I've got a few more up here. If not, let me know in the comments which style you would like to learn. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.